stuff happens. Positive stuff happens. Negative stuff happens. And if we are attached to being the body-mind, then when good stuff happens, we go, yay, don't we? Isn't that what you all do? Yeah? It was like looking in a mirror when I did that, wasn't it? That's what you do. You go, yay. And when bad stuff happens, well, you know what happens. It's not so nice. We go usually one of two routes. We become either unhappy, and if that's taken to its extreme, we call that depression, or you become fearful. And that becomes, to the extreme, that becomes anxiety, panic, and trauma. And that happens when you take yourself to be the body-mind. So we want to be peaceful so we can understand the wisdom teachings. The wisdom teachings are the teachings that show us and point out to us that we're not the body-mind. But we can't become peaceful unless, if we think of ourselves being the body-mind. The peace we generate will be limited. So have faith that you're not the body-mind, that all is well. Have faith that God is looking after you. Have faith that the Guru is looking after you. Have faith you are the self. You are that which is beyond body-mind world. So we have faith in God, Guru, and self, which are one. Self is within you. Guru is a appearance in the waking state. And God is a concept of the Almighty. They're all one. This is analogous, really, to the Christian teaching. Father, Son, Holy Spirit. Father is God, God the Father. The Son, Jesus, is the Guru, teacher, that appears in the waking state, physical form. The Holy Spirit is that divinity within us. Father, Son, Holy Spirit, God, Guru, self. Without Father, Son, and Holy Spirit, we're nothing. We can't do anything. We must rely on this Trinity, this Holy Trinity. We must rely on this Holy Trinity. Why must we rely on this Holy Trinity? And how can we rely on them? Well, why must we rely on them first? We must rely on them because otherwise we're doing it. And when I say we're doing it, what we take ourselves to be in ignorance, in innocent ignorance, is we take ourselves to be the body-mind. And the body-mind's a fiction. As a separate entity, the body-mind's a fiction. So we're just perpetuating ignorance. We can't do it. We're just this limited, pathetic thing. What can we do? Nothing. So we rely on Father, Son, Holy Spirit. We rely on the grace of God. Grace of the self. So how do we rely on God or Son, Father, Son, Holy Spirit? Well, to rely on yourself, you just be still. You be still, you contact your true self, which overtly manifests when our thoughts quieten down. And to rely on the Father and Son, we devote ourselves to them in devotional worship and prayer and dialogue. We can talk to God, we can talk to the Guru or deity, we can pray to them, we can worship them, we can give thanks to them. There's a natural progression that we start off. If we don't believe in God, then we give thanks to the universe and to God. And then God eventually gives us a guru in human form. And then the guru and God together direct us towards the true God, the true guru, which is within. This is what we call the self. In Sanskrit, the word is Atman. Atman means self. So we rely on the grace of God. We just give ourselves to